what are your early impressions of the culture change that he's bringing, the impact he's having on this group as a whole, Bart?
Well, listen, Willie played with like a great Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger. You know, myself, it reminds me of when Steve McNair came over. You know, Kyle Boller wasn't ready to step up. We had a team that was ready to win a Super Bowl, and he changed the expectations. He also changed the temperament and the expectations within the building, and we knew that we had somebody that was a leader on the offensive side of the ball, which was something that we routinely lacked, was a vocal leader that kind of held guys accountable. You know, and for all indications, that's what you hear that Aaron Rodgers is doing, quizzing guys, making sure, understand this is a young team, and he needs to understand that you have to have this nonverbal communication. You look at, you know, what he didn't do last year. I think when he went in the darkness retreat, he came out and said he needed to be a better man, a better player, and a better leader. And he did that because when he signed up, we thought that he was going to go back when he signed on the dotted line, but he never left. And he made himself present, and he made himself available to his teammates. And I don't know if you could do a better job in winning the offseason. Aaron Rodgers has not missed a step. He's done everything right. But now this is where you really get judged. What do you do on the football field?
Yeah, I think Bart hit it on the head. It's about expectations. I think he knows what's expected of him, but now he has to get the rest of this group to be in line with what he's used to doing, and that's winning football games and playing late in December and going into January. Aaron Rodgers is a pro. He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. But there's a couple of future young Hall of Famers who don't know what that means and the consistency in winning. I'm happy Aaron Rodgers here. Bart hit it on the head. He's did everything right in the offseason. He shook a lot of hands. He kissed a lot of babies. He ate enough pizza. Now it's time for the king to show up and win some football games. Can he do it? But he can't do it alone. And that's my biggest thing about the hype with the New York Jets right now. There's a perception that Aaron Rodgers is Jesus Christ. Yes, when he puts on cleats.
Jesus.
But Jesus also had a couple of disciples that went to work for him. This supporting cast around Aaron Rodgers has to understand that they have to play along his expectations, and they have to play well enough consistently. If they could do that, then there's high hopes for the Jets.
Sounds like a Sunday sermon.
Yeah, he's a
Sunday sermon.
He's an eagle, right?
I mean, he's going to elevate them, but they also need to elevate him at times. The defense, you see the belief that they already have. Obviously, special teams was a problem last year, and the run game as well. So the aura of Aaron Rodgers rubs off on everyone. It's not just the receivers and tight ends catching passes from him. It's the defense knowing that, hey, we don't always have to be perfect. We could take gambles, make a play on the ball. But if we go out there and do what we're supposed to do, this guy's going to put up points and respond with points on the board. And then it also rubs off on the coaching staff. Everybody's going to be working extra harder because the expectations change. That goes all the way to the personnel department and the urgency. Maybe at the trade deadline, there will be more urgency to bring in more help because this team feels really, really close. That's all because of the arrival of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Bart, how does a defense benefit from having an elite quarterback like that who, A, can keep you in every game, and B, not as many 3-and-outs where you can get a blow on the sidelines.
Exactly, and that's what it's about. And one of the strengths of this Jets defense is the depth at the defensive line. And, you talk about one of the very few teams that, put up 9 or 10 defensive linemen every year. I mean, every week. So you think about that, being able to wear teams out, time of possession, also, being able to get turnovers and put them on a short field, time of possession, but also could you imagine playing with the lead where you make a team one-dimensional? When you go up by 2 scores, you understand that, you can take away one side of the football knowing that they don't have the time to have patience in the run game, that now you can kind of bring these guys out, run games, wear them out, come out with your best rush because you have confidence in the guy on the sideline is waiting in the pitch, waiting to come out, and he's jacked up on Mountain Dew, and you able to just wear guys out. That's how Robert Saleh and, for all the teams that he went to, that's how those teams were built. That's the success, the key to success. When you think about, his time at the 49ers, he has, I believe, more depth than he's ever had. And good old the closer, Huff is still there, and he showed it in his first game in the preseason. And now you have an opportunity to be playing with the lead, which now you don't have to feel like you have to be perfect, but now you can just go out and play kind of loose, understanding that the guy over there is going to put points on the board, which means that you don't have to take unnecessary risks.
That's the big thing to me. The feeling, or not having the feeling, that you need to be perfect all the time. I mean, that's just an amount of stress that no defense can sustain over a 17-game season. It's insane. And this is a team that they only forced 6. They were great last year, the defense. But if you want to nitpick, and it's a big one, they forced 16 turnovers last year. That's not enough for championship aspirations. That's nice enough for a nice season where you make some strides, but you got to force some more turnovers. How do you force turnovers besides the talent? And we know they have plenty of talent. They got the pass rush in waves, as Bart said. They got the corner corners that we just talked about. But you got to take chances sometimes. You don't always have to play safe and perfect. And can we keep them to a field goal all the time? You got to take some chances. And I think this defense is going to see number 8, not number 12, on the sideline and know I can take a risk here and go for a turnover, because guess what? If I make a mistake and they get 6, he's going to get 6 right back.
Yeah, I loved in that same scene talking about Hard Knocks where Jeff Ulbrich saying, hey, you guys played perfect defense there. There's one guy on the planet that can make that throw, and he's our quarterback. He's our quarterback, so don't worry about it.